2, 1.
Psych.
Hey, welcome up. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Wake up.
Hot start.
Hot start. Weird times.
Weird
My
times.
brain is not fully in it right now. Welcome to Kate and Friends in the Morning, aka Come Kate and Tell Mostly.
Yep.
Here with Megan and Danny. And I'm wearing, you may note, a bunch of Green Bay gear. I just came from the FS1 show where I tried to roast the Commanders. I even have just fistfuls of bacon left over.
Kate, this is the
hogs.
This is the first and only time I'll ever tell you to take your shirt off.
Yeah. Oh, not a Green Bay, you're Bears guy.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
well, you guys are down bad anyway. I don't know why you even care at this point.
Not a sports show.
Not a sports show. Just
Barstool
saying.
Sports.
Anyway, I borrowed this from one of the neighborhood moms last night, and I got these cheese earrings. I'm becoming a quirky earrings lady.
I really like it.
Got these cheese earrings that I'm rocking this week. So anyway, please note for the record, I'm not actually a Green Bay fan. I just didn't have time to change what's going on right now.
Yeah, go check Wake Up Barstool and see why Kate is wearing the Green Bay jersey.
Yeah.
Or a Green Bay sweatshirt, rather.
Yeah. I do have them beating the Commanders tonight, though, just so you know. Get that money line in or whatever the term is.
Minus 3.5.
Hey.
Guys, I think we're going to just default to brain rot today.
Yeah.
I think we're going to just default to brain rot. So luckily, that's my entire everything anyway.
Yep.
So we're just going to dive right into it.
Let's dive.
I could lose a few brain cells. Haven't done that recently.
Question. I know we stopped doing the workouts. We started by doing the show 10 minutes early with a workout, and now we're all starting frazzled 10 minutes late. Being like, this is classic Kate and Friends trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys still work out?
That's kind of a personal question, Kate. I worked out for the first time about 6 weeks last night, not to brag.
Okay.
So we're getting back into it, back to reality.
I do not work out, but I will say I realize that I really, really need to, because after the After Dark stream 2 days ago, I think it was now, I still can't walk properly. My legs hurt. Like, my thighs are in so much pain. Every time I, walk down the stairs, you just hear me go, ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. And then I have a humongous bruise on the left side of my knee that's just, I got swacked with a ball. But I had to keep it in front of me. But long story short, I need to work out.
Yeah.
Badly.
Every month or so, we do something that involves medium physical activity, and it's the whole office is like, what a wake up call. And then we don't do anything. And then a month later, we're like, what a wake up call. We got to get fit again. Oh my God.
We should just be fit based on the amount of combines and sports we do alone for content here.
Yeah, it's tough. Have you guys ever seen, it's called the Disney rash?
No.
Oh, is that where you get super chafed from walking around Disney World?
It's not even a chafe. It's people's legs break out in this red and blistery rash, and it's because we're just not used to standing up and walking that much, and so it's common for Americans. They go to Disney and their legs just Google it. It's
probably that in the Florida, the heat and the humidity, you're just holding on to so much water.
Yep.
And you're walking around eating all the Disney.
Oh,
snacks.
there it is.
The hell?
That's basically us once a month when we do a combine here. We all get the Disney rash.
Yikes.
Shape. Sorry. Let me start off. Yeah. Light and fun. That I'm asking this because I don't know why this hit my algorithm. Have you guys heard of Slim Room?
I have not heard of Slim Room.
Okay. There's all kinds of crazy workout. Remember, we grew up with Tybo and those videos and blah, blah, blah.
Richard Simmons and
yada, yada. And there's always these different exercise fads. This one, I'm going to make us watch 3 separate videos. It's called Slim Room. Okay. It's the most futuristic and innovative experience. Okay. First, you are put inside a large plastic bag.
Okay. So a shower cap for your body.
Uh-huh. And then you're put into a tight, whatever the heck that is, compressor.
Like a corset type deal. Okay.
Uh-huh. And then you're put horizontal on an exercise bike, fully laid out flat. All right. Then you're locked in like you're getting shot to the moon. And I guess you have to be wearing a bikini.
Never hurts.
Then there's a big red light that blares on your legs and makes you hot while you pedal. And then this part here is the part that really got my goose. I said, what is this?
Go back to that?
Yeah. Oh, we will. I'm just going to make us
I'm not going to lie. That rolling thing.
Pan the camera.
Feels like I would
What's going
really,
on down
really
there?
like it.
So yeah, as you're slim rooming, and I guess you don't. It kind of pedals for you, so you just
And
kinda
she
lay
straightens
there.
your hair while you do it,
You get your hair done, you get fed, you get drink, and then you get to ride this thing.
and then you get your rocks off.
Is that the sin bin?
For machine.
She's
Hide
saying
the skin, feels amazing, and cellulite.
How long do you use it for each session?
About 10 minutes.
What are the benefits of the roller?
Gives you the best skin ever, feeling amazing, and cellulite.
In a few
So
words,
right.
describe the roller.
Best friend ever.
Best friend ever.
oh boy.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the science behind this?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. With the way that my thighs are feeling, I would hop on immediately. It hurt. My legs hurt so bad. I would let all of these women touch me inappropriately just to sit on that rolling contraption.
Is that just
Yeah.
a dildo machine, Kate?
I
It has shake weight vibes.
I mean, it's viral for a reason, I think. I don't know. But I do feel like the guys here, like the bare necessities bear scratching up against the tree.
Yeah.
I do feel like just leaning your back against that thing would rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the newest. I don't know if that's going to take off or not. I think I saw something, I might be getting this wrong, but like a membership's like 400 something a month. And like,
Oh my god,
it's a little much.
Do you think you could just like do this at home? Like just like lay down on your back, get like a little pedal machine, and then like put yourself in a garbage bag and
Yeah.
like shine like a big bright light on you.
Have your partner bicycle legs with you on the couch. You know, you
Yeah.
like bicycle legs.
And then my husband just like straightening my hair while I'm like sweating it all out.
Yeah, I think you could
Yeah,
DIY
I think so.
this.
I think so.
It was like a spa/gym all in one.
Yeah, it was a nice combo. And it reminded me, this might be niche. Did you guys rollerblade when you were kids?
Yeah, I was more of a roller skater, like the four
Yeah.
wheels, but I did blade a lot in my time.
This is a very niche feeling, maybe, where, you know, when you say something, you're hoping everybody's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid this won't be that. Our road was kind of rough, and I had rollerblades, and you'd go down the hill, and you're like, "Grrr," and the insides of your thighs would start to
Tingle.
like, get this crazy burn, and like it almost hurt kind of thing.
Yeah.
What I imagine that's what riding that.
No, I understand that
Dildo
completely
machine is
because
like-
I also had really shitty roads. So like anytime I would go out there, it's like not like whenever they first like put fresh pavement over my road,
Forget
that was the best day ever.
Oh yeah.
But before that, it was just like every time I was going down the road.
Yeah.
There was
Danny, your thighs jiggling in the road?
He probably always had a paved road.
There was a sketch. I think it was Human Giant with the guys from the league and Aziz Ansari, and they had a skit where Aziz Ansari was rollerblading and everyone called him gay, and I don't think I ever rollerbladed after that.
Okay.
That and I was worried
Masculinity,
about
keeping these
that.
guys off the road. You gotta get out there.
7-year-old me was scarred. That and my roads weren't exactly paved either.
Well, you can
Obviously,
start. I
didn't
think
wanna
you should
risk
start get your pink back. Start rollerblading on the lakefront.
it. To get my pink back. All
Yeah,
right.
you should. I think Nate in New York office rollerblades everywhere, and
It's done a full
I think
turn,
Chuck
by the way.
also likes to rollerblade.
Malasek.
Rollerblading
down
straight
in
again.
Florida, it's cool
Yeah,
again.
make
It's cool
rollerblading
no matter
straight.
what.
But those are all also hockey guys, and it's like,
That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Chief doesn't.
Mhm.
That makes
rollerblade.
sense.
yeah, Chief rollerblades everywhere,
I might get back into it.
even during
Get
winter.
back into it.
Should we do like our workouts again and just do us rollerblading around the gym
Yeah.
until we get really good at it?
I wouldn't mind turning the gym into like a roller rink every now and then. That'd
Yeah.
be fucking sick. Yeah, that's Slim Room. I've never done. I joined a CrossFit gym in Delco for a little bit, and I just couldn't. I tried to get into it. It's got its own little social world. I feel like niche gyms are like become like very incestuous.
They're like cults.
Like they're like
Yeah.
cults.
Yeah, they're scary.
And if you're not on the inside, it's like, okay, and everybody's hooking up with everybody,
Ugh.
and drama and all this stuff, and it's like, what is happening right now?
Yes.
Speaking of, like, while we're on the topic of this stuff, and Mackenzie, you're training for a marathon, bad boyfriends, also on my algorithm this week. Bad boyfriends / husbands. First, this husband went viral. I don't even have the videos for either of these, but they're just top of mind. Not because of you, Pat. You're doing great. This woman packed like her husband a lunch every day, and a nice lunch and special, blah, blah, blah. And then when it was his turn to pack for her, he just put like dog food in her lunch.
Like as a joke.
Like as a joke, I guess.
It was, yeah, he put in a bag of dog food and was like, because you're my dog. But then in like parentheses, he was like, but please bring this home. We're like running low on dog food.
Yeah.
And
But
that-
then the rest of the lunch was like just full bags of like chips, like not put into a Ziploc bag or anything.
And this is
Yeah.
exactly why I'm making a new show.
Yeah.
because we gotta teach men how to pack lunches. It just can't be like a bag of Doritos and like a beer.
But the thing is,
That's
these
what it was.
motherfuckers, they know that.
Did he make a
classic
sandwich?
Incompetence, but no. So he just like packed her shit, and so these couples post these things like everyone's gonna be like ha 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 ha, and instead everyone's like, girl, you need to leave him. Like
Yeah.
you need to leave his ass
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Like even though like I do enjoy a good like punny like, oh, you're my dog, but like also it could be taken as like, you're my dog, you're my property, like
and
here's
also
your
pack me a real sandwich and some tasty cakes along with it. if you're
yeah.
gonna
How
do
how
that.
about like, you know, feed me some real lunch,
Yeah,
whatever.
wild move.
These men, pigs.
I
Man.
get you know
they're
what,
the worst.
I bet his lunch is gonna decline from here on out.
I sure hope so.
The
He'd
effort.
be packing his own.
He's
if
getting
it was up to me.
raisins.
He'd be packing his own. The other one was this woman was running a marathon and gave her boyfriend a bunch of snacks to give her along the way because you can cut across the route and meet the same person running at different spots and see them throughout the marathon. So he had all these snacks to give her that she planned out. And she finally, you see her running and she's like super tired. And she's like, my snacks. And he's like, oh, I ate them all. And he ate her snacks, her marathon snacks.
That would put me over the edge. I'd probably quit the marathon there.
Yeah. Mackenzie, what are you doing if when you gave your boyfriend extra snacks to give you during your marathon and he eats them all?
She goes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So mad.
I think she had to turn off comments on it because so many people again
Yes,
were like,
yeah.
girl, it's not funny. Like, leave him. It's
No, every video I saw was like, you need to break up with him immediately.
Yeah.
And the other thing I saw that was like not great was that apparently the boyfriend like runs Ironmans and stuff too. So he
knew.
understands like the importance of the fuel that you need when you're like running the marathon.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know. It's like I feel bad because everyone's like, break up with your boyfriend.
But
And
what?
I'm like,
But Mackenzie, what would you do? Like, say it was that guy from the Yak from the dating show, and he ate all of your snacks. What would your response be?
I don't know. I feel like I'd cave in and like be listening to the comments because I would look at it as like oh, well, haha, he ate my snacks, but then I'd see the comments and I'd be like, oh wait, maybe he's a horrible person.
Yeah. Sometimes you need an outside view.
Yes.
I wonder how much
Yeah.
of the marathon she had left, because like I'm gonna be real. I would either quit or it would fuel me to get to the end just so that I could like rip him to shreds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, where are all the videos
Fueled
of
by
guys
hate.
surprising girls at their birthdays and shit like that?
Yeah. It's like it
But
never happens anymore.
Yeah. There's
Right.
some good guys out there.
But I feel like us being in social media would already know that if we posted, my boyfriend ate all my snacks, what's coming next? No one's being like, oh, marry him.
Yeah.
No,
You're well
exactly.
aware.
Also, she's like clearly very upset in the video. Like, I
Yeah.
don't
She's like
understand
literally
why
being like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I don't know.
And you
Yeah,
know what? She should say that. I would have also said that.
Yeah, and I also was seeing things like a girl that I follow that like runs marathons. She was like, they're not snacks. Like you need them to like
Fuel.
finish the marathon.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get those wobbly legs. where you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
people trying to
yeah,
cross and they're like, "Ugh,"
Yeah,
on the
she's
thing.
like, it's a bigger deal than just like, oh, he ate her snacks.
That's how my legs have felt for the last 2 days.
wobbly.
They'd been jello.
Yeah, Mackenzie, we're gonna have to send you to the slim room afterwards.
I literally might need that. I might.
Maybe she hit him where it hurts, and she knew those comments were coming, and she wanted him to see them because it means more from strangers apparently than it does her.
Maybe.
Perhaps. I guess there is one good boyfriend. That's right. You did go. You surprised Jackie in New York. She had her birthday party. You got there. I feel like you are a good boy. You, not saying you're a boyfriend, whatever you are. You planned this out
I'm
really
not a girlfriend,
well,
Kate.
where you showed up late to the party so that the surprise wasn't the center of attention. It was on her.
He definitely didn't ask for any advice on that.
I was asking for reassurance, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I showed up, started at like 9:30, so I was like, all right, let me wait till like 11. Just hung out at some New York Irish pub for a minute. And then I had to navigate. I was like, hypothetically, a week before, like, I have people I could stay with in New York, but if push comes to shove, I'll sleep on a park bench because I hear you have a thing for homeless men. And then she's like, no, you can stay with me. So it all worked out.
Good one, Danny.
Nice one.
Shout out Rico and or Jerry for helping with the reservation.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to give the shout out every time. I need the riders.
It's really for the plug.
for
Whoever the plug is.
Yeah.
Shout out to the plug.
Plug. What was the restaurant again?
It was called Corner Store. It's
Corner
like-
Store. I've heard of this. And what was is it Italian? Like what's the like big
So
pull of
people
it?
are. This is news to me. It's very exclusive. I
Taylor
guess.
Swift and Travis were
Yeah,
there.
people started
Yeah.
putting
How was
above
it?
Carbone.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
on
heard
that level.
Carbone got a tough
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard some things.
But
It was great. We had some. Yeah, that's a good question. We had like some friendship. They were known for like their.
Were you just so in
Odd
like love
martinis.
that you were just like not even thinking about the food? You're just gazing
So
into
it-
her eyes.
Exactly. I said I'm already fed. So give us it all. Bring us all of it. But they had like they were known for weird martinis. They had, like a sour cream and onion martini. They had like a Captain Crunch one. So just testing out the menu. Got some French dips.
I couldn't imagine trying those back to back.
Yeah.
No, the
you need a
sour
palate
cream
cleanser in
yeah.
between.
Yeah.
But no, I give it 10 out of 10.
was
Highly
that a
recommend.
surprise to her too?
Yeah.
Danny.
Well,
So
the whole weekend had to be a surprise, basically.
True,
You know.
you're right. You're right. I'm
By
back in on
default.
men again. Thank you, Danny.
You're making us believe. Oh fuck, you're gonna make us believe.
Oh no, you're gonna make us believe.
Oh yeah.
Just a quick social media note here. One of my favorite. I'm an Eagles fan. This is next news about the Buffalo Bills. I'm wearing a Green Bay hoodie. It's one of my favorite seasons of the year is baby Buffalo Bills going through the tiny tables.
Yes.
So, Bills fans are always leaping through the tables at tailgates and stuff. And every season, new Buffalo Bills parents will put their baby in Buffalo Bills gear. They'll build their own tiny table that's like this big. And they're like, it's almost like a baptism.
Yeah, it's like a
"Here you
christening,
go."
like boom.
And they crack the table with the little baby, and the baby's like, "Ugh." And I love baby Buffalo Bills through
Speaking
tables
of
either.
baby Buffalo Bills fans, I cannot stop watching the video of Cody apologizing for leaving the bar, and then the dog is like straight up humping his leg. Like usually like you say get down or like you push them down. He was just like letting him go to town.
Like, finish.
Yeah, our guy Cody had a tough week. He left the game early. In a tale as old as time, as soon as he left the bar, the Bills made a miraculous comeback. And wasn't it their last game at that stadium ever? Or maybe
Yes.
I'm wrong.
No. This season is their last. Like,
this season's their last.
yeah.
Okay.
Last like home opener.
Last home
Yeah,
opener of the season. And they make this miraculous comeback after he's made this video being like, blah, blah,
Like
blah.
fuck,
this
the Bills are cooked.
Like,
Like
Josh
Josh Allen,
Allen,
check down king.
Check
like
down
this
So
team
bad.
is so bad. Like we were so ass, and then they came back and won, and then he made a video that may or may not have been thought about with the pan and they thought we were done, all of this. I will say he could have done a better job at being like, actually I fucked you guys, I double mush, but
a little joke at the beginning would have helped, but I love Cody. I think he's one of my favorite people here. I think he's one of the funniest people here.
unintentionally funny too. Unintentionally
In
funny.
both ways. It's like a scared Chihuahua energy,
Yes.
which I really enjoy. And
He's always shaking and like wondering if someone's gonna come and like fuck with him.
every time he's on the yak afterwards, he's like, "Am I fired? Am I losing my job? Am I losing
Yeah.
my job?" I'm like, "No, Big Cat asked you
Do
on
you
the
guys
yak
still
for a
like
reason."
me?
Yeah, the dog's just humping, and he's like trying to explain like how much he loves the Bills and how emotional it is, and then the dog just starts humping him again. Man, it just I can't stop thinking about that dog. And
Yeah, his dog Gouda had the perfect comedic timing when he was trying to explain like,
your laugh too whenever you watch. Listening to you laugh whenever you get that big giggle. Like I was also dying. The whole clip just.
a humping dog is
It's never not funny.
farts, humping dog, all that stuff
Yes.
is always funny. But I did feel bad for him in that, like, the Bills is one of those fandoms that like they don't F around. I saw this video where this girl was getting harassed by some guy. Like this girl and her sister, who was underage, had this older guy who was harassing them or something like that. And the girl happened to be wearing a Bills.
Oh yeah, I saw that
shirt.
too.
And every Bills fan in the world like found out who this guy was. Like the Bills Nation or whatever you call yourselves, like went after this guy. I think we talked about it on here.
I think so too.
But they roll D. It's like a very intense fan base. And so Cody, who is truly a huge Bills fan,
Yeah.
like through and through, true Bills fan, was getting shit on by other real Bills fans, being like, "You're not a real fan," blah, blah, blah. And it's so,
They're all gonna come after him now.
you have to like put your blind, it's like,
Yeah.
you know you're a real fan. You don't
Yeah.
have to, but it is hard to ignore when people are like,
I mean, he handled it completely wrong.
He
you-
took it way too seriously.
You just
Like,
wait
he
a
was
couple
like-
wait a couple minutes till the game ends. When you do the new video, start from
Yeah.
the top, being like never a doubt, make fun of yourself. He handled it wrong. he
yeah.
knows.
I will say on that same note, on things that we think are funny, humping dogs, farts, as you said.
yeah.
I saw a video the other day on TikTok that a mom was asking her kid, who's in I think 6th grade, And then the other one I think is in like first grade. Like what happens when like kids fart at school, and they're like, do you think it's funny? Because like whenever we were in school, I don't know about y'all, but like anyone that farted, it was like, oh, like stinky. Like,
social suicide.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now apparently the kids have progressed to where they're like, that's not funny. It's just like a burp.
What?
Yeah.
Get out
No,
of here.
I don't want to.
And then I asked my daughter about it. I was like, does that happen? She was like, well, anytime I have to, I just go to the bathroom so no one hears me. And I was like, so no one does it in class? And
Nobody's
she was like,
pulling my finger in the hallway.
nobody's farting anymore in class, and no one's finding it funny. These kids are the brain rot, like as like rotty as it is. They're like, you know what, farts? They don't do it for me anymore.
The world is becoming a dark place.
They're not drinking. They're not smoking. They're not farting. What's going on here?
They're becoming robots.
Yeah.
In like in grade school, you might like try to hold it in because you don't want the girls to hear. But then I went to an all boys high school. And
Then it's like everyone lets them rip.
farting was encouraged.
I still like remember the accidental farts I had in school because they were so traumatic. One was in English class in like 7th grade, and I was just sitting there, and it just like
Came out.
I guess I like maybe was like drifting in and out of like sleep or whatever as I was sitting there, and it just came out, and I panicked, and I tried. You know how the desk had this like metal things underneath? I tried to pretend like it was my foot on the thing in front of me.
I swear it was just a queef.
Yeah, it was just a queef. That was all. It was only a queef. It was only a queef. How did we end up? Anyway,
But yeah, so sorry, I just had to throw that out there. Apparently,
another
Not
time
funny.
church on the wooden pew, and it reverberated.
Oh.
Also a nightmare. And that's
Sorry, were you just singing Mr. Brightside Queef remix?
I got to get Dante on it.
yeah.
Speaking of, his remix is out officially.
Yeah.
I saw on all platforms.
I will say, whenever I first watched that video, I thought it was already like baked into it. It sounded
It
perfect.
was so good. The first,
Yeah.
like, I wish I could like go back and watch it again for the first.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like it was so
Has
fun.
anyone seen my vape? It's like light blue.
Blue.
And like the videos from like the different angles were just like it was so perfect.
It really was. It's been fun to see Ella and Kadik they're blowing up on social, just doing like mukbangs of what they're eating for lunch and like whatever. This is a total I'm just blasting through these topics today. I have to figure out, because with Thursday morning doing the FS1 show, I'm neurotic, so I'm up late changing the stupid jokes and blah 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 blah. And then I suck at time. I've watched too many TikToks about mental health. I think I have executive dysfunction. I've diagnosed myself.
Self-diagnosis is always good.
So I feel like this is I gotta figure out my planning on all this.
The detective cap will be back on soon.
No, it's
just
all
have,
good.
I have to frame somebody for a crime. I haven't gotten around to it.
But this weekend, I was sending my oldest son to swim lessons with the city. For like $20, you get 8 lessons. You can't beat it. But it was all the way down south side, like an hour drive, like crazy drive to get there through traffic everywhere, whatever. So I finally caved, and I'm doing that like goldfish swim school. You see them all around the goldfish. It's like a chain. It's across the country. It's pretty pricey, if you ask me, compared to the $20 for 8 lessons at the city. Pat's been taking him to these because at the ones through the city, you have to get in the pool with your kid.
Oh, absolutely not.
It was brutal. The water was always freezing, whatever. Goldfish, you sit. This chain, like, is a machine. Unlike, I took my son for the first time this weekend. He's been going with Pat. A well-oiled machine, the likes of which I have never seen. They have to be making so much money. It's hundreds of dollars for these. It's 30-minute lessons, like quick, 30-minute lessons. You bring your kid in for their time slot. You check in. They tell you your lane. You go to this waiting area. The second the other group heads out, you head right in. There's like 15 instructors and 15 lanes. Your kid goes to that lane. 30 minutes. Their time's up. They switch out. Another group goes right in. It's 30 minutes all day long. Just endless kids in
Do they ever take
15
time
to
to
20 lanes.
test the pool levels?
It looked good. It looked clean. And then they're
Okay.
playing.
100% urine.
It's these huge glass windows where it's 3 rows of parents all sitting on their staring at their phones, facing a huge glass wall where you can see the kids, and it's
So like a
tropical.
hockey game?
And they're playing yacht rock, and like it's nice and warm in there, and it's at the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and you're like
Yeah.
trying to watch your. But they've got it. I've never seen anything like it. And then as soon as it's done, they go through the showers, they come out, and blah blah blah. It's like I don't know. I've just never seen anything like that. It's a money making machine. I wish I had thought of it. I need to look up like their stats and facts. Let me invest. Let me invest in you, Goldfish Swim School.
Do parents send like their toddlers for swim lessons because they genuinely want them to learn how to swim, or they kind of just want to keep them busy and active throughout the day?
I think it's a mix of both, to be honest. It's
And
like,
there's a third mix where it's just like you don't want your kid to not know because you also don't want them to drown.
yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, that's a
But like,
key
when are
one.
they like? Your
But-
kids are what, 3, 4?
I should be putting the youngest in swim lessons. Yeah, my oldest is 4.5.
I feel like it's like, when are they just swimming by themselves? What age?
My daughter's like 7 and she's just like really starting to like get it. But I would say like my son learned a little bit earlier because we grew up in Louisiana, so we could swim longer periods than up
Yeah.
here. Yeah, but I mean, I started swimming probably when I was like 6.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to remember. I feel like because it's stressful because they at this age like they think they can swim, and my 4.5-year-old will run without stopping right into a pool and go right to the bottom,
Yeah.
and then I pick him up and like, dude, no, like you can't do that, and then he tries to wiggle out of my arms and just go to the bottom. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like even my 1.5-year-old, when I take him to the city pools or whatever, he's like fighting to get away from me. Like he wants to swim by himself. Like, dude, you can't swim. Like
It's
what's your
it's
plan?
very frustrating whenever they
Yeah.
want to swim and then you're like you can't swim and then it's like this big deal.
They don't want to wear their swimmies. So it's
No.
like the
Oh.
faster you can get them to swim, the better.
Would you have ever considered doing like the infant new like swim classes? Those terrify me where they just dump the baby in and they're just like, let's see what it can do.
The
Yeah, it's
baby's
like
wearing like a
COVID
full
baptisms.
jean suit.
Yeah.
Maybe if I had a pool, but no, I don't think so. I feel like
Because they're just like the baby's natural instinct is to come up and roll and get the air because of the being in the womb. I'm like, the baby it's shitting on itself. Why are we throwing it in the pool?
Yeah, how's it gonna come up for air even if it wanted to?
It apparently it's so buoyant that it just comes up and then they flip their bodies and they're just like,
I have trouble watching those. I'm like, I can't.
yeah. Like as a mom, I'm like, get it's terrifying.
Yeah, I can't do it. I get it. I think it's if you have a pool.
I didn't realize how often kids were trying to swim away from their moms in the pool. But I asked because my niece and nephew started soccer and they were just like making dirt mounds the whole time. It's like,
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
soccer was tough. I coached my son's team when it was, I think they were 4 or 5, and my son just didn't want to play at all. Like he would literally run off and like go off to the fence and like pick grass. And like there's one kid that was like really, really good. So I was like, all right, Paxton, like let's do this. And like all the other kids would just kind of stand around, and this one kid was just like dicing everybody up and like scoring all the goals. And I'm like, thank God we got that one because mine
I'm
sucks.
gonna bring it home for the purple team this week.
We were the Gators.
Oh,
The Gators. I felt torn this year. I think I maybe already talked about it, but I signed my 4.5-year-old up for, and people are like, why do you have to specify like 4.5, 2.5? I feel like at that age, every month matters and what they're like. And if you're a parent, you're like, oh, I get that 4 is different than 4.5. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, signed him up for T-ball. And I grew up in a house where you were not allowed to quit no matter what, no matter who, what, where, when, why. I got signed up. My parents signed me up to be an altar server in our church
I also had to do that
when I was like
Ugh.
8 years old.
They always had the worst breath. The deacon always
Dude,
had the
they
worst
always
breath.
had the worst
So
fucking
bad.
breath. I can picture it. It was almost like a BO breath.
Yeah, it was like coffee
wild.
mixed with like armpit.
seen
Yeah.
Ew.
And then once they had the wine, dude,
Ugh.
terrible.
Oh, and then you had to drink after them too, and you're just like, ugh.
Not
Even if they wipe it with, whenever you wipe it with the linen towel that's been washed.
That does nothing.
Ugh.
Yeah. But my parents signed me up for that when I was like 8, the youngest age you could do it. And I was like, hey, I'd rather not. Like, I'm not feeling this because I wasn't a church gal anyway. I'm ADD, like, whatever. And then I super stage fright. Like, did not. And our church was like a big church. And altar serving, the very first time I had to do the 10:15, which if you know, you know, in Catholic church, 10:15 is like the big show. Okay. And the very first time I had to do it, I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to throw up on my shoes. I'm going to throw up on my shoes. And then during the sermon, on our huge altar with this big fancy carpet and everything, I exploded vomit
Oh
in
my
front of everyone. Like for real.
They
for
probably thought
real.
you were possessed.
My very first time altar serving the big mass.
So did their parents let you quit afterwards?
Nope. It was like, all right,
No.
well, you'll get back to it. And and then I altar served all the way through senior year of high school.
See,
and
that was
Oh
my
my God.
family was very similar, except my parents put me in basketball whenever I was like, it was like the first rec sport I played. I was probably like 6 or 7. And I was terrified. Like anytime someone would pass me the ball, I would immediately pass it back at them because I didn't want to shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't like the sport. And so they made me play it all the way through. And then I told them I didn't want to play anymore. And so they're like, well, that means we're not signing you up for anything until you want to. So I didn't play any sports until I was in like 6th grade, almost 7th grade. And all my friends are playing. And I'm like, Mom, I think I want to play softball. And she's like, all right, let's sign you up. And I went out there and like my mom didn't tell me anything. Like I went out there and put the glove on the wrong hand. Like I didn't know what the hell to do. And
Yeah.
like it was just like, it was scary. But then I just wanted to play sports.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
So and I'm not shitting on my parents. Like that was just the way they were raised. Probably like you never quit no matter what. But like I probably should have been allowed to like dip out because every single
Yeah.
week was like an anxiety attack of like nightmares.
Did you at least get treats afterwards? We got treats.
We got paid.
We had a candy jar.
Funerals and weddings, sometimes you get slipped like $10 by a groomsman or like the widow or something. And then every year our big payment was a giant peanut butter Easter egg. That
Come
was
on.
Yeah,
Not even,
terrible.
not even tossing an extra host in there.
Not even
What
tossing
the-
an extra host.
Did you have to clean the puke?
No.
Because I'm trying to think. It's not like when there's a spill, you don't see like a janitor coming out of nowhere in the church.
The
Who's cleaning
lectern
that?
lady was a nurse, apparently. I don't remember this. I feel like I like blacked out. But apparently she came and like helped me. I don't know what they did with
Weird question. Do either one of you, because I really enjoy it, the taste of like the host and the wine together. Sometimes I crave it. Like
Pairs
sometimes
well.
I just want like a little like light cracker with a red wine, and like
Oh.
it just sounds really good.
I don't mind the host. It's got a little cardboard taste to it, but
Yeah, but it's something about, maybe it's just like nostalgic where I'm just like,
Nick Terani eats
basically
he has a
unblessed
candy
hosts.
that's like host. It's the host. It's colorful, but it that's what it is. It's
Those
like,
Oh.
wafer things. I forget what it's called. They're
like they're
kind of
Nikos
popular.
or something.
yeah.
Something like that.
No.
Yeah, you can get them. You can go to town.
I feel like every time I've had the host though, I've been starving.
Yeah, that's also
Oh,
true.
you're always super hungry, and then it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and you're like a dog with peanut butter going.
And then you take
Let
a
me get that wine.
humongous sip of wine.
Yeah.
Maybe a little dip into a little holy water.
Did you guys have
Sounds like it
actual
down.
wine?
Mm.
We had wine because I know
Yeah.
some churches had like grape juice or whatever, but like
Mhm.
ours was like straight up like a cab.
No, yeah, ours was wine. It was like one of those big jugs.
Yeah, it was like a
for-
sangria jug.
I could still smell it. I could still smell it. And that's Catholic talk with Kate.
And we will raise you up.
This
Oh.
is what I was going to on Eagles Week.
Danny?
An Eagles week.
I let my 4.5-year-old, I signed him up for T-ball. He hated it so much, which I was kind of stunned by because he likes watching baseball. He likes playing just catch with his dad. He hated it so much that it was like panic tears every week, having to go out there, he would dig in the dirt and just like was acting out and blah, 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 blah. And after like the 3rd week, I was like, I'm not going to make him do this anymore right now. Like he's not getting anything out of it.
And
Nothing's
you're
changing.
miserable watching
He's
him.
4. Like,
Yeah.
why am I going to force this on him now? Like, maybe later in life, I'll be like, hey, you got to stick with it now or whatever. But I was like, I'm going to let him quit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. And I almost felt bad. I was like, am I a bad parent for...
No.
No.
And he didn't even realize that he quit. We just like stopped going.
That's what happened.
So
We
it's
did the
like-
same thing. We signed Madden up for karate. We probably paid like $5,000 because he's like, I want to be in this class. So we got like all of the gear, all of the stuff. He probably went to like a month's worth of classes, and then after that, he's just like, I just don't really like this anymore. And we're like trying to convince him, and he was like, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And like, I get that. Like, yeah, our bad for buying all the shit. That's our responsibility. But like, if you don't like it,
Then
I'm okay with that.
I knew somebody who did middle school football and they hated it and they would hide every week so their parents didn't know. Like they were like hiding it. 'cause
I
they
told
weren't
you not to
allowed
tell
quit.
anyone, Kate.
Yeah, sorry. He peed his pants all the time too. He was
Kate.
always peeing his pants.
It was in my cup.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's okay. I was just raised in such a like, you don't quit, you stick to your commitments, and I feel like I've kind of flipped. I'm like, I
Mackenzie,
think
was
it's
your house
okay.
kind of like that? Like, were your parents allowed you to quit, or did you like have to like stick it through?
I think it was like 50-50. Like if it was really like we didn't like to do something. But I honestly, like, I don't think that's like quitting. I just think it's like you don't like to do it.
Yeah.
Like they're not like complaining like, oh, I don't want to do it, blah blah blah. Like they just don't like it.
Yeah.
Are we calling a spade here and kind of just being like, we paid too much money for you to cancel out halfway through this?
Yeah.
That's why my kids won't be doing any sports with equipment. We're just sticking
Stay away from karate.
badminton only for us. Badminton only. Brain rot. I don't know if Marcus the Worm. Is anyone here aware?
I thought you'd never bring him up.
You know Marcus the Worm?
I don't think I know Marcus
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Worm.
You do?
We go way back.
Do you really know Marcus the Worm?
I might be thinking of a different worm. Can I see Marcus?
This is something else that's been hitting my
Oh my.
Okay.
This is what I imagine my dad looks like naked.
That's what I look like. That's like literally me. My stomach hangs out. I got no chest.
Yeah, show us the worm now. Enough, Kate.
Before we get into it, this guy started popping up on my feed. The videos are long. I don't understand them. The who, what, when, where, why. I don't understand it. Even after reading the wiki on it. So hear this out before we watch it to give you context, and this will make you understand.
Marcus?
Yeah.
What are you doing at my family reunion?
Robert, I've discredited the invention of the stepladder.
You've discredited? What does that mean?
It is illegitimate and fraudulent.
Okay, well, if I see any step ladders, I'll bring them down. Marcus, I don't think you should come in here right now. My whole
Entirely unacceptable.
Right. My whole family is here, and you're kind of a wanted felon. Marcus, maybe you shouldn't walk in. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should avoid my family. Okay. Where are we going?
It's sleep paralysis, Dean.
Yeah.
Look how many likes it has.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like someone left the radio on. Oh, that's Garage Guy.
What the fuck?
It's time for the meeting.
Me?
You're taking Garage Guy?
I just got
But
chills.
Follow.
Marcus,
Follow?
where are we going?
This is something like if I was
My whole
watching
family's in
TikToks
the
late at
living
night
room.
in my bed, I'd be like freaked
We
out.
have
This is like
important
Adult Swim
business to
content.
conduct.
Okay.
So
It's not a worm. It's an ant.
Come on, Garage Guy.
Marcus the Space Worm. This video, as you can see, goes
Okay.
on for another 20 minutes.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this.
Yeah, I'm fully invested.
So,
I mean, we don't have to now.
No, we can. You can fast forward through it if you want or whatever. But anyway, there are
my
countless of
red
these.
one for your blue one.
This is the important stuff.
They have millions of views. I'm talking like 13 million views, hundreds of thousands of likes, all for Marcus the Space Worm. And because I watched one of these all the way through when I was falling asleep one night, Marcus has taken over my entire timeline. This worm.
Wait, is it just these people, or is this like a filter? What are we doing here?
This looks like a game almost, like a headset game where you can like turn and look. I don't know.
Is it just
Yeah.
this account that has Marcus the Worm on it, or does Marcus the Worm appear in like random? Could I have Marcus the Worm in my video?
Well, I've looked up multiple people. There's a
That'd be
whole
huge.
video
That would be a huge
series.
get for you.
What?
There's a whole video series of people trying to understand Marcus the Worm, and no one has the answers. This is what I looked up. First spotted following.
Somewhere.
2.4
Yeah,
million
here we go.
likes.
New Orleans.
Going to New Orleans?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna make it, Marcus. We're gonna make it.
Why Marcus?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What? What's going on? What's going on?
Robert, help.
Oh my God.
My ankle.
No. Stop.
He doesn't have
Don't move,
it.
don't move. You're gonna
have
hurt
ankles.
it. You're gonna hurt it more. Wait, you're freaking out. No,
His
Marcus,
ankle's completely
chill.
gone.
Marcus, stop. Marcus, you're freaking out.
Robert, help.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Are you okay? I'm here.
Are they gonna
Am
kiss?
I going to make it?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know. I hope so. I think so. Yes, you are gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of here together. All right. I know we can. Oh,
This is good brain
sick
rot.
roll.
I weirdly feel
Right?
smarter after this.
What? He's like a tumbleweed now.
Marcus?
When I tell you there's endless of these, I've been watching them all the way through. There's the music. There he goes.
It's oddly satisfying.
Are you okay?
I need me a Marcus, man.
I can't jump
You need
down
to do
there,
an
Marcus.
investigative report on like where Marcus
Oh,
came
okay, you're
from.
coming back up.
Yeah,
Holy shit,
and
you're
like
really
use
fast.
the voice that's
Ow!
Oh, you
Like-
hit him?
Oh.
He punched him.
Well, so here's what I've
Marcus.
gathered.
Are you up there?
And reading the explanation has done nothing for me. And when I tell you, like, I feel like I'm only bringing this up because I was shocked all the youngs were in the room earlier. I was like, are you guys tracking on Marcus the Worm? They were like, what?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Like-
you hear about Marcus?
Look at the views on the. I mean, every single one goes dummy viral. And I
Ooh.
Speaking of dummy.
stupid. First spotted following
Now,
Rob.
who the hell is this Marcus?
Yeah, whatever. Marcus on the a worm. I,
I
have a
don't
worm
like that.
farm.
What'd you find, Kate?
First spotted following Rob Roffligator along a trip to a Just H party world to find a date after trying VR Omegle.
Oh,
a
see,
chat
VR.
roulette style world back in March 2023. It went badly as Marcus expressed not having fun. Since the first encounter clubbing with Rob, I guess that's the voice, Marcus made several short appearances on streams. But most notably, there's a clip of him at the campfire. I think it's that one right there, the 9.1.
9.1.
This one,
Doing here.
Hello.
last one I'll make you watch.
How have you been, Marcus?
I hope I'm not intruding.
No, not at all. We
No,
weren't
it's
saying
fine,
anything.
Marcus.
Who's that fella?
there's new characters.
Look at that
There's
belly.
new characters. Basically, there's this clip in here where he's like, I don't like this rock. And
Were you,
that
like,
is the
gonna
part
say
that has
anything,
been
or-
clipped and it's gone like crazy.
You gotta watch out, Robert.
Okay, why is that, Marcus?
Is that a marshmallow? Is he roasting a marshmallow?
This place is a dangerous place.
Aren't you a wanted felon?
Yeah, Marcus has like a deep
What is
lore
that
to
side
him.
story? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
What? Wait, why not?
What's wrong? What's wrong with him?
A lot, but like, why not?
What?
Wait, what?
Are you
Whoa.
doing
Okay,
Don't
anyway.
do that. He
Okay,
just-
okay.
He's killing himself. He does this sometimes.
I just needed you guys to be in my brain for a minute and
what-
see what I'm looking at all the time.
Yeah, that completely took out any thought I had for the rest of the day.
It rotted me.
But yeah, I guess he's got like this big backstory. He's a felon. He used to go clubbing.
We don't judge.
He often offers cryptic warnings and
I don't like
expresses
that one.
gratitude, and then he floats in the air. I don't know, but
I don't like that one.
yeah, I don't like that rock Robert has gone crazy viral, and people are using that sound for all kinds of things. So I guess I just wanted to give a PSA. You all are probably going to encounter Marcus the Worm, especially now because if
At
you
this
heard it,
point,
it's
yeah.
it's
Yeah, if anyone needs like an escape from reality, shout out Kate for giving us Marcus the Worm.
Marcus the Worm.
Should sue them for using your image.
Yeah. I just wanted to be able to tell people so when they encounter it, they could explain it. But I did a deep dive. I did the research. I still don't understand.
You
Marcus
cushioned the
Worm.
blow.
TJ, you know who's
Yes.
good at explaining
Yeah,
brain
brain
rot?
rot. Mhm.
TJ is like an expert at it and would
Yes.
definitely be able to.
Maybe we can have him in next show and have him explain Marcus the Worm in depth.
Yes,
Oh.
that would be lovely.
You guys fuck with Marcus? I've been knowing him for a while.
Worm. This story popped up on. This is like just a disastrous hodgepodge of random shit on my.
It's
feed.
brain rot, Kate.
It's Brain Rot Day.
Brain rot day. Hikers. Did you see the story about the hikers who were too high on mushrooms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 hikers who had consumed psychedelic mushrooms, including one experiencing a debilitating high, had to be rescued from the Catskill Mountains after they got lost there. Forest rangers from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation said they were alerted to the situation around 5 o'clock, so starting to get dark via satellite text. That's never a good sign. The message came from the hiker who said, hey, we're lost near this ledge in the Slide Mountain Wilderness. Elevations 1,100 to 2,600 feet, sheer cliffs and drops. The caller admitted the group had consumed mushrooms and one of them was experiencing a debilitating high. It took another hour and a half for crews to get up there. They thank goodness got the group to the trailhead. The hikers were evaluated by an ambulance crew. The crew also then was like, oh, but now that we've been evaluated, we're doing better. We also lost our car keys up there in the mountain. So the rangers had to get them. They provided a courtesy ride to the rental lodging And they all had to go hiking back up the next day to look for all their stuff.
Back to the scene of crime.
I have dipped my toe in the pond of psychedelics from time to time, and I have like a pretty good respect for it because I was at a place once where
If you don't respect it, it won't respect you.
it was slightly stronger than whatever mushrooms are. And this was like way long ago, way long before kids. But at a beach house it was other veterans. It was like this veteran group thing. And we're like, you know what would help us?
You know what would be great for PTSD? Psychedelics.
If we drop a little tab. So we're at the beach, Tybee Island, Georgia. And everyone is like ahead of time. One of the guys was like the sensei. Like he knew the thing. So he was kind of like our guide. Got us all. He's like, we got a group mentality. We got to be like together, positive, good vibes, like blah, 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 blah. And the one guy was not good vibes, and it ended up being like terrible for him. And so the rest of the house who didn't do it was stuck with him, and we were all like, we gotta go, sorry. We like left the house, and like he was fine, he was taken care of, he was like fully, we made sure of that before. But then we went walking on the beach, and we found it like an old boat that was washed up on shore, and we posted up on that boat, and we had a journey for like 7.5 hours.
It's so much fun.
It was
so much fun. Whenever it's right, it's fun.
But there was a point where I started to see spiders crawling.
Oh, absolutely not.
And they had to help me like get out of that. And I think if they hadn't helped me,
you would have been at the house with that guy.
I would have been calling like, hey, like lock me up, whatever. So after that, never did it again, that particular thing. But like had like a big time respect for it, where it's like went to Mexico with some of my friends and we like, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like little bit at a time.
Well said.
Waiting things. It was like just done very smartly so that nobody had a bad
trip
experience.
Yeah, you're feeling like warm and fuzzy and vibey and not like, holy shit, did that fucking just move?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's nothing worse than like you and your buddies are tripping and all of a sudden the one guy in the corner is like, not gonna say it, but not feeling too hot. And you're like, wait, let's just let it chill. He's like, nope, this is not a drill. Like,
oh fuck. We've lost one.
And I think it was probably in like this one guy who started going down and then everybody else spiraled and things just fell apart. But however much you have to take to get to that point where you get lost in the Catskill.
I will say too that the elevation probably fuck you up. Well, like will fuck you up too.
Well, there it's not. I don't know if it's high enough, like 2,000 feet, but like the sheer. Like the East Coast, not as high as West Coast mountains, but like still, like I've been on some hikes there where I've been like, oh fuck, I've bitten off more than I can chew. And that was with being completely sober.
Yeah, a little cocky, taking shrooms and going on a hike.
Way out in the like that to me.
Speaking of which, should we check in on peaking with Wonton Don and
Dude,
and Biz?
I think did they? I think they maybe were dabbling in
Vancouver. I think it's legal up there too.
I think they're both experienced with psychedelics and experienced with hiking though.
I think the story came on my radar because Wonton Don retweeted it and he was like, amateur hour. We're like, whatever, we're having a great time. I can't wait till that next one comes out because the first one they did with Donnie Does and Biz was really, really funny. So I'm excited to see this next one whenever it comes out. But it's beautiful up there.
Yes, beautiful.
But again, don't go doing that stuff in the boonies where resources have to be used to come.
And if you do, bring Wonton Don with you because he's a great guide.
I mean, look at this. Find me a better hippo mode location.
Damn.
That's incredible.
I mean, that's gorgeous. I mean, the water it looks like it's freezing, but those two guys probably love a cold plunge.
They do. I can totally. But this is a perfect pair. I can't wait for this to come out. Look at them. Look at these
Look
guys.
at Corey in the back.
Look at Corey going too. Other than that, the only other thing I had was, have you guys watched Unknown Numbers, the high school?
I just watched it last night and I was blown away. I was like, what is wrong with this woman?
Insane. I feel like everybody knows by now, but
Danny, have you seen it?
Thought you all knew Marcus Thorne.
I've seen parts of it, but I was stuck in a wormhole of people's reactions to the reveal on
when
TikTok.
It reveals, everybody's like,
I mean,
what
Jesus Christ.
Cyber stalking bullying case in a small Michigan town over the course of 2 years from 2020 to 2022. And this girl and her boyfriend have this like stalker who keeps texting them all this crazy stuff and clearly knows their lives. And all these other girls in the school who some of them kind of were bullies were like under the radar and being blamed by their own parents. And they're like, we're not doing it. It's not us. The cops are involved. The FBI is involved. This girl these messages are telling her to like take her own life, to do all these crazy things like pedophile level sexual stuff like
Yeah.
coming through on the text. And then
Well, you don't know it's pedophile like because you don't know it's an adult.
right, you don't know it's an adult. So she ends up losing her boyfriend of 2 years over it. She just gets closer and closer to her mom because she's like has no friend. She's alienated at school because of this, blah blah blah. And spoiler alert. Spoiler, turn it off if you don't want to know
Spoiler.
who it is. 3, 2, 1. It was the mom who was doing it the whole time, Kendra, to her daughter Lauren.
And her excuses made me want to deck her. I'd be like, I just couldn't stop. I didn't send the original ones, but like once I got caught up in it, like I could not imagine like sending that text to again my daughter who I'm protecting. Like I know how hard it is to be like a teenage girl. Like that sucks. And then you're texting her, basically getting off on the fact that like you're upsetting her and she's coming home and talking to you about it. And you keep continuing it because you just couldn't stop. You're a bad person.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was the motivation? Like, was she saying she just wanted her daughter for herself?
She didn't really have really have like a true like reasoning.
Well, what I think it was so initially, I don't know if this is true or not, but she says initially her daughter was getting bullying texts.
I don't think that she said she didn't send the original ones. I don't believe that.
I don't know what to believe.
I don't believe
Her
that at all.
excuse was that was what was happening and that nobody was taking it seriously. And so she was like
Going to make it a serious thing.
It almost reminded me, this is going to sound crazy, of
like
the
Gypsy Rose's mom.
Well, I'll get into that in a second, but the Jussie Smollett case, he was like, I'm getting these threats and the network's not taking it seriously. And then he had himself attacked. Like, I feel like she was like, nobody's taking my daughter getting bullied seriously. Now I'm really going to make their lives hell. And she made all these kids. She like kind of ruined not just the two, her daughter and the boyfriend. She ruined like several kids' entire high school experience.
She had multiple like friends like that were like mom friends who she was like talking to about it, and like they were all like investigating together. And meanwhile, she's the wolf in sheep's clothing.
So what I think was, you were talking about Gypsy Rose. The one cop was like, this
like
is
Munchausen.
basically Munchausen syndrome by proxy on the internet. It's like the internet version. Instead of making your child sick for emotional and financial and attention reasons, you're making them like mentally sick with stalking so that they come to you. You're their number one.
Did you see in the way in the
trust.
video too? Like whenever the girl found out, like the mom and her were just like hugging. Like if my mom did that to me, I would be flipping over. I would be trying to fist fight my mother.
Yeah, it's literally like Stockholm syndrome.
She had like Stockholm syndrome, and even in the end afterwards, she's like,
I don't.
love my mom.
Yeah, like we're really
miss her.
close. Like I can't. Like my life isn't the same without her. And like I get that, but also, girl, whenever you grow up and look back on this, I'm going to say maybe set some boundaries.
But I can't blame her. It's like she's probably so fucked. Like that's so crazy. And then too, the husband.
Okay?
I feel like he was actually like angry. Like
I feel like everyone should have been angry, but they had all these financial problems. They think she lied about having a job and then lied about getting fired when she was let go. And then investigators were like, we don't think it was just 2 years she didn't have a job. We think it was like 10 years she was pretending to have a job for this guy. It's like,
because she worked for like a tech company, so she like knew all the ins and outs of like how to do things. So that's probably why she didn't think she would get caught. But then bringing it to the FBI, who has people that are way better at tech, they sourced I think it was like a proxy number or something that led back to just the mom's number.
Yeah, the whole thing was crazy. I feel like the documentary like wasn't hard enough on her.
Not at all.
Yeah. And they didn't push enough on stuff, and they like really glossed over the sexual messages she sent.
Yeah, and like the way that she came in at the end and she like kind of like smiled like whenever they like showed who she was. I'm like, this is how we're gonna introduce the villain?
Yeah, crazy.
I like saw pieces of it. Like Jackie had it on at her house, and I was like, we were like hungover. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I turned it off. But is it because the dad and the kids like already knew before the documentary's filmed? That's why they weren't as shocked or angry during filming?
No, they show the body cam footage of them finding out in real time, and in real time, like maybe he was keeping calm because the cops were there, but like it was just the whole thing. She's still hugging her mom after finding out and like had no.
They clearly, I
don't
think,
know. It was crazy.
they're clearly separated now. They're like the husband and the wife.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like
She's in jail.
She's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I avoid these shows until they become like
You can't
on
avoid it.
my
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're yapping
Well,
about it.
now you know.
Until I'm talking about it on a show.
But that too, like the last thing, because it's mostly sports time, but she was so involved in her daughter's social life and that she ended up doing this crazy, like my parents did not. They had
No.
like maybe a few surface level conversations with my friends.
Yeah.
But, like my mom was never like, what's the tea? What's the gossip? Like,
No.
girls, talk to me, blah, blah, blah. Like it was never
How was school? Good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know me like that. Like, which maybe there's like a lot, but like to be that, I can't imagine being that involved in like,
I just couldn't imagine
Yeah.
keeping it up for as long as she did. Like you got some real issues that you need to work out, ma'am.
they said like tens of thousands of texts. Like,
Yes.
it was an insane amount of texts. But anyway, I just thought that was fucking, and then I got bullied mercilessly 6th grade through 10th. I was a giant dork. I probably deserved it. But like even still, my parents would be like, how's school? I'd be like, great.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Perfect,
fine.
thanks.
I can be a mom.
These
you
are-
need to
these are happy
cyberstalk
tears.
These kids. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, no, I just thought that was crazy. And my final thought on that, I try to be a girl's girl. And I'm like, not a makeup lady, like, hey, age, whatever. That lady was ugly as fuck.
Yeah, she was. She was jealous of her daughter.
Kendra
Give it to her,
was
kid.
a fucking horse, dude.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. Glad you did.
Ugly inside and out. And like every time my final thought was that if they ever do a Netflix documentary about me, do not let that camera that close to my fucking face, dude.
Right?
That was too much close up of Kendra. Somebody should have been like,
She probably wanted all of the close up.
probably. I just couldn't.
So if you haven't watched, sorry we spoiled it for you, but you should still watch it because it's very interesting.
I watched it knowing who the stalker was, and I still really
Yep.
enjoyed watching it. So.
Spoiler: the mom's ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
Spoiler, mom's ugly as fuck. That's Kate and Friends this week. I know it's a weird time and people are like, you're not posting anything or saying anything about what happened. Obviously, Charlie Kirk was murdered yesterday at an event, and in a very, I think this is the first time, because I know I saw it against my will. The video, I think this is the first time this many Americans actually, and I think for many it was against it, it popped up and they're like, oh my God, have actually seen
Yeah.
what that is like in the most visceral and horrific way possible. And I think it kind of goes without saying, like, sometimes you don't, like, everyone's posting and everyone's, and I think obviously my condolences, I'm heartbroken for his children and for like where we are at as a country. And I mean, it's just insane. There was a school shooting on the same day, and it's just very, and then you're afraid to say, if I say the wrong thing, and I'm not making this about me right now, but like, you just want to be so careful and so respectful of everything that you're saying. And so sometimes I'm like, there's enough people that they don't need Kate from Barstool to be like, here's my 2 cents on it. I think if you know me, it goes without saying, I don't think violence ever is the right answer in anything. And sorry, I just felt like I had, like, it's this weird elephant in the room that we're all here to do shows that are silly and light and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like whatever side of the fence you're on, it's like, I look and I see it's like, and this isn't aimed at anyone. This is like, everything's so divided and divisive, and there's like selective empathy for I'm seeing awful stuff on, it's just, people are people and nobody should be getting murdered for, it's just crazy to me. So, yeah, it's just kind of a weird time, and we're doing all these like silly fun shows, but I think all of our hearts are heavy at the state of where we're all at right now. And
yeah, well, that was very well said. And it's just, again, like, to put a bow on what you said, like, it's really hard for us to come in here to do our jobs on days like yesterday, days going forward like this, because again, like, you know, the all the comments being like, oh, you know, like heat check, like, you know, maybe like read a room, stuff like that, where it's our job to post content. And I'm not, you know, I'm not the most politically versed person. I don't like to share a lot of opinions online, but I did share a photo of my family yesterday just to be like, hey, like, let's come together as humans and not as fucking just people being angry at each other. Let's just be human, a little love for humanity in general, and just give us a little bit of grace too, because it sucks to be here and like have to put on a face and like make funny content, because obviously as Kate said, everyone's heart's very heavy, and like it's a extremely sensitive subject, and unfortunately we still have to come to work and we still have to put out content. And
I don't want to make it seem like this is so hard for us considering what
Yes,
happened.
yes.
I'm not, I know you're not trying to say that, but
Yeah,
like
thank
that's
you.
not what, but like, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just like a
Sucks.
weird, heartbreaking time. All this, you know, it's like school shooting season again, and he's murdered on this public stage. Like, it's just, yeah, it's just really odd time. And I hope that people, like, here at Barstool, like, I feel like we're a pretty mixed bag. And I like
people don't think that.
I like everybody. We all talk to each other. Even the people I know are most opposite from me. Like, we all, like, I feel like this is a special place where we can all, I don't know. And I just, you know, more of that would be.
Mixed bag, but we all thought it was fucked up.
You're not morally superior to the other side who thinks differently. I don't know. It's just whatever.
You said it beautifully.
Yeah,
That's why we did a brain rot show today.
I'm afraid to. It's like you don't want to say the wrong thing because emotions are in it and everything. But anyway,
on to mostly sports.
On to mostly sports. Sorry, I just felt like
you had to get it off your
that out
chest. It's
there,
okay. That's
and,
why we did brain rot day. We finished it off with a serious note. Now on to mostly, so you can talk about sports and
Mr. Ed.
Yeah, Mr. Ed, then the yak, and a bunch of other fun stuff today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love you. Thanks for watching, guys.